Listen, I know the dating app world is crazy, but maybe when you go over to that person's home after meeting them, there should be a couple red flags when you see the SpongeBob bedspread and a whole bunch of Batman action figures surrounding his race car bed. All right, listen up. Before I get too involved in this video, it's gonna be talking about assault of a sexual nature. So, if I say assault, that's our code word for the non-wanting, non-consensual kind of thing. You feel me? And 2, there's over 2 million people in the military. I'm not saying that the military is filled with any bad people. I'm saying that sometimes bad people happen to be in the military. And here I am letting them know that they're pieces of shit. And that brings us to round 2 of creepy officers touching people who shouldn't be touched. We already know about the lieutenant colonel that was videotaping young ladies in their dressing rooms, obviously without their permission. Link to that video right there. But this time, it's a Navy officer combing far and wide across the internet for the youngest of twinks. How young, you might ask? Pretty young. Pretty freaking young. Online dating and not verifying the age of the people that you're talking to, some might say that's a bad habit. And I would think you should want to stop that bad habit. Speaking of stopping bad habits, it's a word from our sponsor, Fume. You know, cold turkey is delicious on sandwich, but it is hard for breaking bad habits. And they look at that problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from the habit? Fume is an innovative and award-winning flavored air device that only does that. No electronics, totally natural. No vapor, just flavored air, and instead of harmful chemicals, you get all natural, delicious flavors. And if you're fidgety while breaking those bad habits, you can fidget with Fume. Click it, tick it, turn it. In and out, in and out. Ooh, a lot of things go in and out. It's even got a handsome base, so you can stick your Fume on there and twizzle it around like an adult fidget spinner. It looks good and it's magnetized, so it's not gonna be rolling off the table. Join Fume and accelerate your healthy breakup with bad habits. So click the link below or go to tryfume.com/angrycops and get 10% of your journey pack right now. Or you can scan the QR code. It's that simple. Let's get down to the unfortunate story. Everybody politely boo Lieutenant Commander Lucas Martinez. Boo, boo, everybody boo.
You suck.
Well, he is a fleet commander in the Navy's Readiness Center, and boy, is he not ready to assault some teenagers. You see, Mr. Martinez here got picked up on March 13th for the assault of a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, you are just the worst type of person.
Communication with a minor for immoral purposes. Immoral, I would say so. After looking up a couple things for this article, I would like to bleach my eyes out. Now, this whole shenanigan starts when mom of said 14-year-old boy discovers in late January that her son, the 14-year-old, is getting boxes of sex toys and creepy little outfits for the sexy times sent to him. I pray to God it's not a dog mask. I pray to God it's not one of those freaky leather dog masks. So seeing all these freaking sex toys and weird kinky outfits sent to her 14-year-old son, mom calls the cops, rightfully so. I'd be freaked out if somebody was sending my kid that shit and says, hey, listen, something's going on. There needs to be investigation. I'm here to help. This kid's, we don't know the whole story. Let's figure it out. And then just a couple weeks later on February 9th, well, the young man decided to tell mom, well, mom, I met a guy on the internet and he's in the Navy and he won't leave me alone. He keeps calling me and texting me and I block his number, but then he calls me from a different number and then I block his online account, but he creates new ones to try and contact me. And he goes on to tell his mom that this man, allegedly, paid him $200 for a little bit of butt fucking while mom was away at work. That's right, a Lieutenant Commander Martinez in the Navy, currently serving, snuck into the house while mom was gone to take advantage of a 14-year-old boy, slip him $200, and then continue to stalk him. Some would say, not a good look. Now here's a little bit of a warning for all of you adults out there that have kids. How did these two, a 61-year-old gross man and a 14-year-old link up? Well, the internet. And it was a dating site. This young 14-year-old decided to go on a dating site for gay men called Sniffles. I didn't know what it was, so I Googled it. The welcome page is a little aggressive. Lot of man butt and bulges wasn't really prepared to see right off the bat, you know? Could have been a little more low-key. Oh God, I literally am scarred from this website. And I mean, being a dating website for gay men, you think that there would be like an age limit. Hey, you gotta sign in with your date of birth. You gotta verify your age before you get on here, just in case some creepy stuff happens. No, there isn't. There isn't. You just click, hey, well, how old are you? I was born in this year. And it goes, oh, that's old enough. And then you're in. You're just in. You don't even need to create an account. You can browse anonymously. And I clicked that. I said, I'll browse anonymously. I really don't need spam emails from a butt-fucking site. No offense, guys. Just not my cup of tea. The mustache might say different, but I say nay, nay. And immediately, in my town, everybody's profile and their locations, it was like Grindr, but more gross, was just dicks and buttholes everywhere across my city. Honestly, I'm thinking about taking a bunch of photos of it, doing a little bit of bribery. Is this your cock? Have you seen this cock on the internet? You might be surprised that they're the owner of such and such salon. Or, well, salon, everybody's probably not surprised that a dude on a gay dating website is the owner of a salon. But you would be surprised at how many of these dudes are married. So moms and dads out there that have children on the internets, maybe we pay a little bit closer attention to what they're clicking on and downloading and messaging people on, okay? Because potentially, like this scenario, they could start talking to an older dude who eventually tricks them into meeting up and then bribes them with $200 for a pounding and then decides to stalk them continuously when the kid realizes, oh God, this could have been the wrong decision. Maybe everybody on the internet isn't exactly what I expected. 14. Oh my God. Listen, I know the dating app world is crazy, but maybe when you go over to that person's home after meeting them, there should be a couple red flags when you see the SpongeBob bedspread and a whole bunch of Batman action figures surrounding his race car bed. And to piggyback onto the parents paying attention, when mom decided to call the school, and the police decided to call the school because it's part of an investigation now, well, it turns out little Jimmy was skipping school. It wasn't in school. Some might say a red flag the parent should be notified of. And if they're aware of it, I don't know, maybe fucking fix it. I don't think people are aware of how many young kids go on the internet looking for attention, not thinking anything will happen, but then something like this does and their life is ruined like that. I was 14, I was on the internet when it was new, doing stupid shit. Thank God I didn't do anything this dumb where I could have been tricked or taken advantage of and then mentally scarred for the rest of my life. So yes, let's be aware that mom and kid have some issues to work out here. But the 61-year-old man looking at a 14-year-old boy is the issue. But Lieutenant Commander Martinez sent a couple text messages, and I quote, "It was amazing, baby. Hopefully we can meet up again next week or later this week. Red heart emoji. What was good? You meet up again? That means you met up already. What'd you do on that first meetup? That was so good." Whoa. 14-year-old. Oh, and here's another thing for the Lieutenant Commander who's a little bit brain dead. Thank God. All those different accounts. All those messages that are saved. All the numbers that go to this young 14-year-old's phone where they're saved. And it seems that the Lieutenant Commander was doing some naughty calls on company time because some of those tracked phone calls came from the Naval Information Warfare Systems Command. I wonder who works there. Hey Navy, we all know the stereotype. I get it. Maybe calling 14-year-olds during the duty hours from your government phone is something you should probably not do. Unless you want to get caught. And then by all means, I hope you do. I hope you fuck up like this Lieutenant Commander did. And I hope that the United States military has learned a lesson from Lieutenant Colonel Sweatland over here. Maybe the best thing you can do is the right thing and take the appropriate amount of action for people that assault others. Just throwing that out there. Now, I'm sure this video has been demonetized, so the best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. Bing bang. We got new Angry Cops morale patches. Stick them on your helmet, shove them in your truck. That sounded a little bit like shove it in your butt. Let's not do that. Please don't do that. But you can go to angry-cops.com and get yourself some. And the cheapest way to support the channel is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this gross old man. Oh, All right. See you next time, weirdos. Oh, did you know the Sergeant Major of the Army just made an Instagram post that says, hey, we're making warrant officers in permanent recruiting stations to help learn how to recruit new fighting force for the military. Sergeant Major, I'm right here. Give me the advertising money. I'm still in the military. I love it. It's great. Hook a brother up. I could put a link in the lower description if you want more information about joining the Army.